YouTube, what's good YouTube? It's your boy King back in this thing. And if you guys are new to the channel, definitely be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I want to give a special thank you to everybody who supports the channel, watches these videos all the way through, leaves a positive comment, and is a channel member. Shout out to each and every single one of you guys who keep me updated as well. Thank you to each and every single one of you guys. Nothing goes unnoticed. And with no further ado, shout out to Doug in Exile. The link to his video will be down below in the description. And this is a reaction channel, guys. I will be giving my own thoughts and opinions and commentary on the back end and throughout the video, guys. So definitely stay tuned for that. Make sure to watch this video all the way through. And no further ado, let's get into this madness.
The police learned that Carrol had a unregistered gun during her
That's insane.
Trump testimony. This all backfired on her because now they go and they confiscate her gun because it's illegal and she's unstable and has too much money. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are as we celebrate Trump's victory, maybe a little prematurely, but you know, NBC News headline, police took possession of Carrol's unregistered gun after her testimony in Trump defamation trial.
Wow.
Carrol revealed on the witness stand this year she had a handgun at her home, but didn't have a license for it. This once again confirms that what Alina Habba and Trump said about her is true, that she had an illegal weapon at her house. Okay, here's the article.
Wow.
Police in New York took possession of a gun belonging to...
It just like flips completely on her head because, you know, Alina Habba already had that footage that she was not allowed to use, which also shows you how corrupt the court is. But it also shows you how goofy Carrol is. She had that footage on her of her painting rocks, walking through the forest, and it making the forest around her look like Candyland. And it just looked really weird and spooked out. And then she has this pop up. And so she just continuously takes these losses. It's just, and this is someone who definitely wanted to, you know, piss on Trump's parade and sabotage Trump. So seeing stuff like this is, you know, a matter of really, you reap what you sow out here, man. You reap what you sow.
Ryder. Okay, here's the article. Police in New York took possession of a gun belonging to Ryder. I'm putting Ryder in quotes. Carrol in February after she said during the testimony in her defamation lawsuit against former President Trump that she had an unlicensed firearm at home. She's a gun runner. Guys, she's a gun trafficker. Illegal firearms. What is this? One of those south of the border gangs? She's running weapons? That's just so her. According to a police report obtained by NBC News, the chief of police in Warwick, New York, visited Carrol at her home on February 15th to discuss some open issues, unquote. We'd like to talk to you about some issues. Look over there. And then they're like, jumper. The report states, including Carrol's disclosure of the handgun while she was on the witness stand in January 17th. During the second day of civil trial, Carrol had told the federal court in Lower Manhattan that she kept a, quote, high standard revolver, 9 chambers, at home with ammunition by my bed, she said. I still do not have a license, Carrol added. I think she was probably bragging. This is like all of us are like, hey, I got it. Yeah, there's no license. Hey, it's under the bed. Not something I would say in public, but John Rader, the reporting officer, said in his report he offered to secure the weapon at the police station property for safekeeping. Kind of ironic. This is almost comedic. The officer's name is John Rader, and he raids her for a gun. Okay. Carrol and a member of her security team surrendered the gun a day after Rader visited, and the firearm was being held until Carrol receives a New York pistol license. Good luck with that. The report said Carrol and an attorney of hers did not immediately respond to requests for comments Friday evening, nor did Rader. Under New York state law, a person can be found guilty of criminal possession if they possess a firearm, such as a pistol, that has not been registered. The felony carries a maximum sentence of 4 years. Okay, now I got to update the title of my show that she's a felon because she had an unregistered. That's now this would only be if she was a Republican only if her last name was Trump would she ever get these charges. She's a Democrat and a floozy and a weird journalist of some kind, very crass person. So they will be like, we see nothing. That's the Alvin Bragg. That's the way Letitia James runs it. They're like, we see no crime here. We saw the little D next to your name instead of Republican. And so you get to do what you want even with firearms. Look, Democrats are crazy about confiscating weapons and arresting people for felonies. Unless it's Hunter Biden, you're on drugs and you can have an illegal unregistered gun and you can try to ditch it and you get no time, nothing. If you're on J6 and they find a BB gun in your great aunt's closet, you're going to prison. It was unclear why police waited almost a month to inquire in person about the unregistered gun Carrol said she had at her house, or whether police are still in possession of it. Carrol's gun became a contentious topic under cross-examination in January hearing as Trump attorney Alina Habba pressed Carrol on her gun ownership and whether she knew she needed a license for it. The judge, now look, how many of you think any New Yorker with an unregistered gun doesn't know they need a license for their gun? You'd have to be an idiot. I'm sorry, but E. Jean Carrol knew she was committing a felony. The judge presiding over the case, U.S. District Judge Lewis Kaplan, appeared.
I believe she also knew she could get away with it, or she believed she could get away with it.
Outwardly frustrated over the line of questioning by Habba. Don't even start, told her when she began asking Carrol about the firearm. See how unfair that is? That's how unfair this trial was. Alina Habba, she had to fight another attorney and a judge. It's always 2-on-1 in these New York cases. This is another fun one. I'm happy. I hope E. Jean Carrol, of course, if there was any justice, she'd be nailed for a felony for illegally holding a gun and even flaunting it to the court. This is what Democrats can do now. They can say it in public and smear it in the judge's face and go, what are you going to do about it, Judge? I'm E. Jean Carrol. I'm an enemy of Trump, so I have Teflon. She could have discharged the gun in the courtroom and probably would still be found not guilty. That's how this works, guys, in America. Welcome to the new America. Let me know what you guys think. Will E. Jean Carrol ever get this gun licensed? Will she go buy another firearm? And if she does buy a new firearm, what do you think it will be? Let me know in the comments below. I'm Doug in.
So there we have it. Shout out to Doug. Personally, I think this situation is entirely crazy. We already established the fact that they're corrupt. And this continuously shows that anybody, you get a pass in this country as long as you are anti-Trump. Like that's what it looks like. That's what we're seeing. And if you're found with as much as a water gun and you say, hey, pro-Trump, support Trump, MAGA, anything, okay, it's a wrap. It is a freaking wrap. Lock this person up, shut their whole business down, remove their family from the city, and sabotage anything with their name attached to it that's good. That's what it seems like. That's what it seems like. But you guys let me know down below in the comments what you guys think. Definitely think this situation is crazy. Definitely think that she is a crazy lady. And definitely think that, this to me, this really strikes all the more as somebody, like, she's somebody who's not to be trusted. She strikes me as a dishonest person. She strikes me as somebody who thinks they can kind of beat around the bush and they don't have to follow the rules. And on top of that, somebody who's kind of Looney Tunes. I still can't get past her painting the trees and painting the rocks and then, celebrate in the clip of her saying, we're like, she turned into like Oprah, like, you get a car, you get a bike, you get a car, everybody gets a car off Trump's money. I thought you hated the guy. And then she does this. Why are we still listening to her? Who supports this person? That's really where I'm at now after seeing all this. Like I said before, you guys let me know down below what you guys think in the comments. And shout out to Doug. The link to his video will be down below in the description. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Shout out to all of our awesome channel members. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. And shout out to everybody who watched this video to the end. Peace.